call to order the March 28, 2017 of the Code Enforcement Board. Please all rise for the invocation and pledge. The invocation will be presented by Member Carrington and the pledge by Member Odom.
Please join me in observing a moment of silence. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, can we have the roll call, please?
Member Blender, absent, excused. Member Osborne, absent, excused. Chairman Lowry.
Here.
Vice Chairman Carrington.
Here.
Member Odom.
Here.
Member Lomack.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Do we have the swearing in of the officers and anyone that's going to be speaking on a case here this evening? We have the consent agenda, please.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Chairman and board members. I'm Doug Gaines, Assistant Director of Support Services. We have 2 for dismissal or in compliance. That's 17-011 and 17-018. We also have 2 for continuance till next month, 17-016 and 17-017.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I move to accept the consent agenda as presented by the city.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor made by Member Carrington, seconded by Member Lumnick, to accept the consent agenda that's presented by the city. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, case number 17-003, Officer Loeffler.
Mr. Chairman, we have somebody present here.
Huh?
We have somebody present here for 16 Lafayette Street.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a
Well,
motion.
okay. All right. Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, move to suspend the agenda and move case 17-012 to the front of the docket, and then return to our normal agenda with 17-003 and all subsequent cases.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor made by Member Carrington, second by Member Odom, to move case 17-012 to the front of the agenda, and then revert back to the irregular agenda of case number 17-003. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, Officer Rodriguez.
Good afternoon. Case 17-012, Officer Rodriguez. For the address of 16 Lafayette Street, once again for the third time, I observed the property with a boat trailer parked on the driveway. On February 21, 2017, a notice of co-violation was mailed to Christopher J. Valle at 16 Lafayette Street in Ocoee, 34761. As identified by the Orange County Property Appraisal for the violation of the ordinance number 168-6C for parking on private and public property. They were given up to February the 26th, and on February 28 of 2017, I re-inspected the property, finding it into compliance with the city. This case is being presented to the board for future repeat violation, since the property owner has been notified in a couple of occasions for the same violation. First notice was mailed on April 12 of 2016, and the second notice was mailed on June 22nd of 2016.
So you're saying this is a repeat of violation?
No, it's not a repeat. It's for a future repeat.
Okay, for future, so we just need, okay.
But are you testifying it was in compliance as of the date you required it to be in compliance?
Well, when I went to re-inspect after, I gave them to the 26th, I went to the 28th, they were in compliance.
Did you go back on the 26th?
I went after the 26th because they have up to 12 o'clock at night. So I went 28.
If they were in compliance, what are we talking about?
Well, first of all, we're talking about time lapse.
Well, the statutes require the code officer, if it's an initial violation and there hasn't been a finding, to give a time for compliance. And if it's in compliance, that's that, after that. If it's not compliance, then they can bring it to you. So typically, if you've got a continuing situation, the better course of action would be to give a very short compliance window and go right back. But if it's in compliance, if it's in compliance, as of the date the code officer gave, it's in compliance.
I
But
think
the statutes-
it's moot.
Clear.
But the Florida statute also says that even though they come into compliance, we could present the case.
Only if they're in violation past the time you required for compliance.
So,
You did, correct? You told them to come into compliance within 5 days or so, and you went back, and it was still not in compliance,
No,
correct?
it was in compliance.
So
Therein is the issue.
that's the problem.
so.
Case isn't
So
right.
basically, we were in compliance as of your date. That you,
That's correct.
okay.
Do you know
So-
how long the trailer was there? You know, they have 48 hours to load and unload. Do you know how long the trailer was there
I
past
don't
that?
remember me between going into Windermere, coming back here in Ocoee. I can't remember exactly, like, you know what I
Okay.
mean? Got too many codes in my head.
So you gave until the 26th of February.
That's correct.
And the 26th of February, they were in compliance.
Yes. 28.
That was the next time she went out.
You didn't get a chance to check them out on the 26th?
That's correct.
You went to the 28th?
I don't even know if the date is a Saturday or Sunday on the 26th. I was going to look on the calendar now. Sunday.
Do you
Monday,
want
I go
the board to take
Windermere.
action, or do y'all want to do something?
Yeah, we just want to take it as a repeat, because we've gotten three
They haven't made a
complaints.
finding.
So we have done that in the past.
I think what she's.
The board has never made a finding on this particular violation, right?
I think
What
we
is
brought
it,
it, I
right?
think we've brought it to the board before, correct?
No.
This has never came across the board.
No, because it would have been a repeat.
If
Right,
yeah.
that's what I've said
Oh, for the
earlier
same
about,
trailer.
okay,
Yeah,
is this a
exactly.
repeat? But it's not.
And
So
I-
this
I-
is something that's never come across the board. So it's kind of my,
There's no basis for us to make a finding tonight
You
either,
can't. You
so
can't.
Right.
we can't.
I mean,
So
the
this
statute
is-
is clear.
this
It's
is
got to be
moot.
in violation past the officer's compliance time.
right, so,
Hopefully the next, if it happens again, hopefully it will not happen again. If it does, extremely short compliance time. That usually will solve your problem.
It won't, correct?
well, we would like to do something for the city on this, but unfortunately, we can't. So we're just going to have to dismiss. Okay.
Do you want to withdraw the case, or do you want them to do a formal dismissal?
They could do it.
We'll
They could do
withdraw.
it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
They could do it.
All right,
The city has formally withdrawn the case.
right. Okay. Next case, 17-003, Officer Lawler.
Have a good night.
Case number 17003. This is a permit that was not final inspected and expired for air conditioning. On December 6th, 2016, this officer, upon reviewing evidence and documents from the building department, verifying that a permit was issued, permit number 816-2016, for residential mechanical AC changeout with ductwork AC ducts. The work was performed but never final inspected. This permit was issued in April 2016. Ownership changed in August of 2016. The current owners being cited were not the owners at the time of the permitted work. They're the owners of the unpermitted work now. On the same date, December 6, This officer sent out a violation notice to the current owners on record, Jorge Medina and Elizabeth Medina, as well as the contractor, Alan J. Simpson, Efficient Air Conditioning of Apopka, for violation of Florida Building Code as adopted by the City of Ocoee, 105.4.1.2, regarding the requirement of inspections and final inspections, revocation, voiding, and/or obtaining new permits. The notice provided until December 30, 2016 for the owners and contractor to contact the Ocoee Building Department for permit reinstatement or a new permit, and have any and all required inspections, corrections performed, ending with a final inspection, fee payment, and closing of permit. On January 10th, 2017, with no compliance gained, a statement and notice of hearing to the January hearing date was sent out, certified, and posted. This case was continued in January and February with regard to the possibility of issues concerning ownership change and the contractor's negotiations. As of today's date, the property remains non-compliant. Statements and hearing notices of continuation were sent out and posted for January, February, and the current March hearing today. As of today's date, the permit remains open with no final inspection. The city is requesting an ordered compliance time frame of 30 days with a penalty of $10 per day for every day not in compliance with any order you may issue. Feeling that the 30 days would be plenty of time for definitely to negotiate something out and get the inspector in there to look at the air conditioning.
So there's a problem with the tenant and also the contractor?
It's not a tenant, the ownership changed.
Or ownership change?
Yes.
They just can't meet up, or?
I'm not sure, but I think 30 days, they should be able to do something.
Especially since we've already had 2 continuances.
Right.
So,
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion.
yes,
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion in case number 17003, that the respondents be found in violation as cited as of December 30th, 2016, and be given until April 30th, 2017 to come in compliance or be fined $10 a day thereafter for every day that the violation remains in non-compliance.
Can I ask a question? How do we determine the amounts of fines?
that's a recommendation by the city. I mean, we, as a board, can do what we want, but that's a recommendation that they're just putting out forth. So, I mean, if you want to do 20, you want to do whatever, but, you know,
Yeah.
that's just what their recommendation is.
There is a max cap, but there's no minimum.
Right.
What's the max?
$250.
Right.
On an initial.
Yeah, that's in the city of Winter Garden, that's what we did on everyone, was $250 a day,
Yeah.
every day. Okay, thank you.
I second the motion.
Okay. We have a motion on the floor made by Member Carrington, second by Member Odom. In case number 17-003, that if defendants be found in violation cited as of December 30th, 2016, for code violation 105-4, 1 and 2, and given until April 30th, 2017 to come into compliance or be fined $10 per day as long as the violation remains in non-compliance. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Case number 17-013, Officer Sechrist.
Bob Seegers, Code Enforcement Officer, City of Ocoee. Reference City of Ocoee, case number 17-013. The location of the violation is 1202 Center Street, Ocoee, Florida. It's a citizen complaint and an occupied property. On February 10th, I observed work without permit. It was a new slab, column posts, and a porch roof in the backyard. I'll submit Exhibit A. On February 14th, a notice of code violation was issued and mailed to the property owner as identified by Orange County tax records as Richard Mendoza, 203 Security Circle, Ocoee, Florida, 34761, and to the tenant as identified by City Water Department records as Mendoza Andrade Ignacio. The notice was for violation of code number 5113 and allowed the property owner and tenant until February 25th to correct the violation and comply with the code. Code 5113 states, permits required. It shall be a violation of this chapter for any person to do any work related to building or other type of construction work without first obtaining a permit, therefore, from the building department. On February 27, I re-inspected the property and observed non-compliance. And on March 8th, a statement of violations, notice of hearing, and proof of service were sent certified in regular mail to the property owner and tenant by the board clerk. On March 16, the property was posted, and a second posting was placed inside the lobby at City Hall with 24-hour public access. On today's date, March 28th, the property is re-inspected and observed to be in non-compliance. However, I did talk to the building department, and they advised the tenants came in and applied for a permit yesterday, but they couldn't because you need the property owner to do it. The city is requesting a compliance time of 60 days, followed by a fine of $25 per day thereafter if found in non-compliance.
Any discussion? What's the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chairman, now I would like to make a motion.
Yes, ma'am?
Okay. I would like to make the motion in case number 17-013 that the respondents be found in violation as cited as of February 25th, 2017, in violation of Code 51-13, and that they be given until May 30th, 2017 to come into compliance or be fined $25 per day for each day the violation remains in non-compliance.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor made by Member Odom, seconded by Member Carrington. In case number 17-013, the defendants be found in violation cited as February 25th, 2017 for Code 5113 and be given until May 30th, 2017 to come into compliance or be fined $25 per day as long as the violation remains in non-compliance. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Case number 17-015, Officer Laughlin.
This is occupied residence on, rental residence on Adair Street, and it is currently in compliance, but it'll probably happen again. On February 8th, 2017, this officer observed the front yard of 1804 Adair Street littered with beer cans and one older model Chevrolet Camaro, parked on the front yard grass with the cans. Both conditions constituting a nuisance and creating a blighted effect upon the neighborhood and the city. I have Exhibit A. Pretty self-explanatory. On the same date, a violation notice was issued, posted at the location, and sent regular delivery to the attention of the property owners, Antonio and Olivia Zepeda, residing on Security Circle in our city for violation of ordinances 168-6B1, prohibiting parking on unimproved unsurfaced portions of the property, and 115-3, regarding the existence of a nuisance condition and failing to remove the nuisance condition after notification. The violation notice provided until February 17th, 2017 to abate the violations as cited. On February 17th, the property remained the same. Some of the beer cans had been moved to small piles. On March 15th, 2017, still not in compliance, a statement and hearing notice to this meeting was posted, sent certified, and posted within the City Hall entrance with 24-hour public access. On March 21st, 2017, the property owner contacted this officer via telephone and said he will have the tenant correct the issues. I observed compliance on March 24th. As of this date, the property is in compliance. The city is requesting a finding of violation, but now in compliance with no fines assessed.
Okay?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion in case number 17-015 that the respondents be found in violation as cited as of February 17th, 2017, and be found in compliance as of March 24th, 2017, and that no fines be assessed at this time.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor made by Member Carrington, seconded by Member Odom. In case number 17-015, that the response be found in violation as of February 17, 2017 for Code 168-6B1 and 115-3. Wow. Yeah, as of February 17, 2017, and found in compliance as of March 24, 2017, and no fine be assessed at this time. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Case number 17-008, Officer Secrets.
That property is Ridgefield Cove, 2116. It's in compliance. Really looks good. I took a picture but forgot to print it out. So there's an affidavit on file, March 8th.
Was that new business? Well, this was other business? I forgot to call other business.
There's no action.
All right. No action on this one. So, we were already in other business, correct? That was the first part. Sorry, I missed it. Okay, case number 17-009, Officer Loeffler.
That's Sherry Lynn. That one's in compliance. Vehicle removed, debris removed.
Okay. Thank you. Case number 17-010, Officer Loeffler.
We're continuing, requesting an extra 30 days on this. If the board will remember, there was a large, thick paver and cement patio being built in the backside to view the lake, and they've got permits under review right now for everything. So I figured if we give them another 30 days, we'll find out if they get approved or not.
And just so you know, April 15th is a Saturday, so you may want to go to the 17th or make it the 14th, whichever. You're going to do a motion to extend the compliance date and then state the date.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion.
Yes, sir?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion in case number 17-010 that the board extend the compliance date to April 17th, 2017.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor made by Member Carrington, seconded by Member Lemnick, to go ahead and extend the compliance date for case number 17-010 to April 17th, 2017. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay, that's the end of our agenda. I'm telling you, must be something in that water. But anyway, come to our comments. Madam Clerk? Member Odom?
No comment.
Oh, okay. Member Carrington?
No comment.
Our attorney?
Nothing, have a great April.
I would like to see some of the fines lifted up a little higher, maybe, for some of those, $10 a day is not much.
The board's able to say whatever they want to. The $10 is the lowest we've ever done. That was a special case because it's new owners. Thought they would cut them a little slack.
Yeah, 'cause
I will say,
like I said earlier, to just give a remark to this, is that the city's just giving their recommendation.
Right.
Us as board members, okay, we can set our fine up to $250 a day. So if you feel, okay, as an individual, that that's not enough, you can pose what you want. So, but that's only a recommendation from the city.
Cool.
So,
That's it, thanks.
okay. Officer Loeffler,
No, sir.
Officer Sechrist,
No comment, sir. Thank you.
Coffee.
No comment.
Wow, okay. Mr. Gaines.
no comment.
Wow, okay. Well, I wish everybody a good April. We had a good meeting, and, but look forward to seeing everybody again. Everybody looks good. Great job for the city. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.